Welcome, everybody. This is the Maurice Parker channel. We talk about sports and more. Let's get into it. We are recapping week 7 of the NFL season. I want to thank all the fans, supporters. Thank you for taking your time listening to me as I go over week 7 in NFL. Week 7 of the NFL season. I'm sorry it was a little bit longer than a week, but I'm ready to do what I need to do as far as getting everything set up for you guys, so we're going to talk about it. So, week 7, we kicked off with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers playing in the epic Thursday night football game, which saw the Bengals won 34-32. The key takeaways of the game was the fact that the Steelers could not get a stop on defense. Jamar Chase had an outstanding game in which he caught a Cincinnati Bengal record 16 catches. Aaron Rodgers had threw 2 interceptions. Had got 4 touchdowns. He was able to overcome all of that to throw 4 touchdowns, two to Pat Move, one to DK Metcalf, uh, one to Jordan Smith. Joe Flacco looked amazing, looked incredible. He had to do 2 touchdowns to Jamar Chase, had to do a touchdown to T. Higgins. Chris Brown, the running back, Chase Brown, not Chris Brown, Chase Brown, the running back, had a good game for the Bengals. Warren did his thing with the Steelers. Ultimately, by winning this game, the Bengals kept their AFC North title hopes alive. If they would have lost, the Steelers would have had a 3 game lead. Uh, this week is going to be very telling right now about how the NFL season shapes out for the Steelers. They play the Green Bay Packers tomorrow, Sunday night football, at a high stakes game at Acrisure Stadium as Aaron Rodgers plays his former team, who he was drafted for back in '05. I had a lot of great memories. Actually, ironically, beat the Steelers in 2011 for the Super Bowl. Now a Steeler playing against Jordan Love, who ironically sat behind the bench for him for 3 years. And we're going to see that telling game for the Bengals. This might be the starting part they need as they were without Joe Burrow, their star quarterback. Jake Browning did not do well for them as far as to what they needed him to do, although he did try his best. I just think that because of Flacco's experience, he did much better. They Another key game we're going to talk about is the epic fourth quarter comeback by the Denver Broncos, who was down in the fourth quarter 19-0 in their home field against the New York Giants. And let me tell you, Bo Nix put on a performance as one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. Or leading them down the field. This game was very telling. The Giants scored last minute touchdown, but they missed the PAT. Actually, missed PATs, which the Broncos was able to get in field goal range. They was down 30-32 within the rating 4 seconds, kicked the game-winning field goal. The Giants subsequently cut their kicker. In the way I look at this game as a win, uh, I believe in even in losses, sometimes there could be wins. For the Giants, you got something going with Jackson Dart. I think he's shown a lot of progression and talent. For the Broncos with Bo Nix in the second year, you could tell that he's really expanded his role and really is starting to take command as a quarterback. Because sometimes you need that in the NFL to take command as a quarterback. It's a growing habit, and he's doing really good. Another key game that we will discuss later on there was 2 games, was the fact that the Detroit Lions on Monday night just outperformed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was just by the fact that Jameer Gibbs had 87-yard rushing touchdown, and Amon St. Brown was doing his thing. Tampa Bay unfortunately had an injury where Mike Evans broke his collarbone. It was concussed. Tampa Bay has always been a scrappy team with Baker Mayfield, and I still believe they are a very much so scrappy team. And the fact is that they did a really good job of trying to uh, take the most of their opportunities. But unfortunately, that just was not enough against the Detroit Lions, who won the game. We had another Monday night game that was between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. And to get right into it, this game really comes down to the fact that Sam Darnold may not have played his best, but the Seattle defense balled out. I mean, 2 fourth down stops near the goal line. Just the fact that Seattle has really been underrated this year, in my opinion, because they are playing in a very tough division because The 49ers, although they've been injured, they won against the Falcons. They have actually been really good, 5-2, 5-2. The Rams are really good. The Eagles are really good. So, these games in this division has really showed in the NFC conference that they've been a really good team. Another game we got to talk about because I can't forget to mention is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes blew out the Las Vegas Raiders 31-0. And this was the first game back for Rashid Rice, and he played outstanding, phenomenal, 2 touchdowns. Uh, this game was very much so. I guess I was more so shocked that the Raiders did not score a point, but it showed you why Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, is the second greatest quarterback to have played the game for what he's accomplished in his career so far. Obviously, there's a chance he could be number one, but right now, to me, he's number two. Uh, it just comes down to just being able to maneuver the pocket. If you notice with him maneuver the pocket, you got to take advantage of the opportunities. The Raiders had a chance to do an interception, they did not. It was one of a complete game to have all their weapons back. But we're gonna look to see ahead for next week. I do appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to watch the Maurice Parker show. We talk about sports and more. I appreciate the fact that although it was a little bit longer than a week, that you guys take time out your day just to send feedback and the love and support. I do appreciate that. I truly do. We are actually near 18,000 subscribers, believe this or not. We are really getting close, and I do appreciate how far the channel has come and how much farther it can go. I thank each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for sports and more.